welcome. You are now listening to the Girl Tech Innovators,
and you're here for our Tech Up Checkup.
My name is Julia Hilburn, Technology Support Specialist, and with me is
Lori Boyer, and I'm the Outreach and Recruitment Specialist and Technology Integration for Magnet Schools.
This is the down and dirty of the newest tech features that we have and all of the updates across our platforms. So we hope you enjoy and continue listening. First thing we are going to talk about today is the new release of the Student Technology Notebook.
Woohoo! We've been waiting for this one.
Yes. So for those of you that follow the instructional technology team for employees and staff, we have released an instructional notebook for teachers. It is geared around everything you need to know on all of the things that we are using digitally in St. Lucie schools. So we're talking Nearpod, Teams, anything that you physically need for a classroom, we've provided those for you. Then the feedback came, well, why can't we have this for students? And that was a great question, and we ran with it. So the talent development team just released that student notebook. We have shared it via every student K-12 to their email.
You take a deep breath when you hit that, like all county, all students, all teachers, right?
It came from me. That was a little bit of a scary moment sending it to all of our students, but the feedback was wonderful. I got a couple kids that reached out and were like, hey, can you show me how to use this notebook? I did a lot of virtual calls, even with second graders, which was amazing.
Julia, that kind of gets me thinking. I think one of the blessings to COVID, honestly, has been, because, there's been a lot of challenges. We all get that, we've all been here to support each other through it. But I think one of the biggest blessings has been the fact that students have gone beyond what we could have even imagined as far as utilizing instructional technology. I mean, if we go back 1 year to today, last December, right? I mean, there was plenty of conversations that we've had with teachers, talking about, hey, kids are great with their smartphones. They know how to, go on Instagram and post on there. They know how to text, Snapchat, all of that. But it really didn't necessarily have fully equipped how to utilize these instructional technology tools. Since COVID and, virtual learning has, launched, it's just been amazing to see what kids of every grade level, I mean, from kindergartners to 12th graders, I think that's what's been so darn exciting to see them take it and run with it and, go beyond our expectations. And, they're excited. And I think that's something to keep in our forefront going forward, even as we start to transition back to more traditional learning environments for, more students. I think it's really important that we keep that instructional technology on the forefront of our planning as well. We don't want to lose that.
There's no going back now.
No. Yeah. They have these future ready skills. And so, let's take those and continue to run with those and help them out. I mean, it's only going to help them be better students as they continue to grow.
It's funny that you say that, because as you're saying that right now, I'm thinking about how I had a conversation with a couple of teachers last year about how their students don't know how to use a calendar.
Yes.
Right. And when we released Canvas in July years ago, it was, my students don't even look at a calendar. They don't even know what to click on in a calendar. And now our students are functioning all class periods via a calendar for my school and some brick and mortar. And I just think that we've made such great strides with that. The other thing is we can't leave out our teachers. They have come so far. It has been truly a challenge in many ways, like we said. And I remember sitting here with you in this room talking about how, if I could only, transition every teacher to use technology in their classrooms, I think my life would be complete. And here we are, and they have just really taken and run with it. And I think the neatest part about it all is that vulnerability piece of our teachers showing our students that they don't know everything either, and that's okay. I've popped into a couple virtual lessons that I've been invited to where teachers are saying, hey guys, can you see my screen? Is this working? And students are like, oh no, Miss Smith, you forgot to hit this, or I can't hear you. And they're doing it together. It builds trust and relationships, and it just shows everyone that we are truly doing this as a team. So it is really cool. I'm glad that you brought that up.
I agree. It's like communication's key, and the other day I was helping out some kindergartners with some coding stuff, and it was just so cool because it's December, right? These little guys, they're new to school. They've been in school a couple months, and I'm literally using technology, like go to the scroll, go and scroll down, scroll up,
Yes.
click here, explaining with, true directional information.
Yep.
And to watch these kids be like, okay, click, 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 scroll down.
Yes.
Oh, did you mean do you want me to type that up here? Yes, I would. That would be great.
I think the biggest thing is having patience, right? Because their typing skills they're learning just like we are. So they're one finger typers, but you know what? They are trying, and it is so neat to watch.
And they're getting it done.
They are.
That's really cool. So all around kudos to the teachers, that have been just persevering and showing, shining through.
Yes.
We know it's hard. It's been hard, but you guys have really just shined and made us so proud. And to the students out there who have really just upped their communication game and, built those organizational skills. I mean, regardless of using technology or not, organization is like 101. And that's really what we got to instill in kids. And with the calendar and other features, it's been very helpful.
So speaking back to that, we got a little bit sidetracked, sorry guys, but speaking back to that, we released the Student Technology Notebook.
Yes.
So inside of the Student Technology Notebook it's geared towards students of all ages, K-12. If they're struggling and they're like, I've been asked to do a PowerPoint and I want to change my background color and they're new to PowerPoint, they can go into this notebook, they can search for design ideas in PowerPoint, and it will show them a how-to tutorial, whether it be a video and screenshots. It is all there for all ages. So they don't necessarily have to even be able to read all of it. They can just watch the video and like watch the screenshots.
And that's such a great tool because, you have some of the younger students too whose parents are facilitating their learning. So you know what, they may not know how to do some of these things as well. And this helps them to guide their child through it also. So it's a great tool all around.
Yes. So
thank you, OTL.
Yes. So the OneDrive is in there if they want to learn how to stay organized with their files, all of these great tools. And because it is a live breathing document inside of OneNote, it will be updated as we get updates. So just like we're sharing our updates with you guys in a quick, 20 minutes or less podcast, we are updating the notebook as we go as well.
Yeah.
So
you get to know as it grows, that's a good thing. So let's switch it a little bit here. So we have a lot of great instructional tech tools, but the mecca of it all that houses all of them is Canvas, our learning management system.
Yes.
So one of the updates that's coming out next week on the 19th is updates to the rich context editor, right?
Yes.
And that's huge. There's been a lot of changes, that updates that happen with a lot of the various tools that are out there, and they're definitely working to make it more seamless. So can you tell us a little more, Julia, about what exactly to look for there?
Yes. So if you are following that technology team for instructional, Jessica Gutierrez, who is the Canvas expert on the curriculum side, released an update just a few days ago, letting everyone know that as of December 19th, the new rich content editor is going to be released. Yes. So as of right now, teachers have the ability to either toggle it on or off if they want to play with it kind of in like a testing mode, see what the difference is between the two. They still have that opportunity to do so, but on December 19th, it will be pushed out to all district-wide. And that's coming down from Canvas. And
Julia, that's a good point. You might want to try to toggle it on right now. And the reason I'm saying that is because we're here. We're here to support you over the next week, up until Christmas break. And so if you have a moment, take the leap, turn it on, try it out, and reach out for support if you're unclear what to do. Jessica also, speaking of her, she put together a great graphic.
She did.
That kind of outlines what those changes are and what it would look like moving forward. So that's a great tool for you to reference in the future, and you can find that in the instructional technology team.
Yep. We also shared that yesterday during our What's New Wednesday calls with school leaders. We shared that document with them. It can also be shared out with students. We put it in the notebook because you have to think about in Canvas, that text box that you are typing in looks the same for you as it does for students. So anytime that you are going to be asking your students to answer a discussion post, they have a text box, which is now going to be changing to the updated new rich content editor. Same thing with assignments. If you're asking them to type in a text box, or on your quizzes, if they're doing any kind of short response questions, that will also be the updated rich content editor. The biggest thing is it's just a fancy name for a text box. They've kind of conformed it to look a little more like Word or the Microsoft products as far as like, PowerPoint and what we're used to even in email. It used to be these two long lines of a bunch of icons. They've kind of conduced it a little bit, and the top line is a little bit of text, how to enter, how to insert, and then the next line has a bunch of icons, but it still allows you to embed. It still allows you to link to other parts of your Canvas course. It has all of those really neat features in there. It just looks a little different, and that's why if you check out Jessica's graphic, it'll help you.
Definitely. I think that's one of the great things, kind of making ease of use a little bit better,
It's a little
across
more
different
streamlined.
platforms. Yeah. So really looking forward to those updates. Like we said, take the leap, turn it on, check it out, and we're here to help you. So drum roll, please.
Oh, this is huge.
This
is huge.
Huge. So, breaking news. Our lips have been sealed for the last, 4 months or so, and we are so excited to let you know that breakout rooms are now available in channel
meetings. So, this is huge because of the fact that you have to remember our district is in preview mode. So we are one of the lucky ones that other districts who are using Teams may not have, because breakout rooms is still in preview. They are still working on it. If you've noticed, actually the icon when we first released breakout rooms in September has changed, and now it's like a different icon. That's because they're still working on it. They're making changes all the time. One of the top changes that Lori and I were requesting whenever we had our monthly Microsoft meetings was we told all of our teachers to create meetings in channels so they don't have to spend all their time, recreating these meeting links, and they want to use breakout rooms. So we know it's been a little bit of a pain and a workaround, and that's the down and dirty with Teams, right? Yep. But you can now use them in all of your channel meetings. So we tested it out yesterday. I tested it out with some girls on my team, and it is working flawlessly. You can go into any one of those channel meetings that have been pre-created, and the breakout rooms icon will be there for you, and you can send your kids in and bring them back.
And here's the deal. A lot of people wanted to know, well, I always make them in the channel meetings, the meetings within the channel, because then it's showing up on the calendars of the students that are in that team.
Yes.
So that's definitely the benefit to that. And so unfortunately, we were not able to do that. And we had workarounds utilizing, calendar link invites, and, like we said, kids and teachers have been persevering all year long, right? But this is like the gift that keeps on giving all year long.
We wrapped it and we put a bow on it.
All right. So definitely check that out. Reach out with any questions. There's a great video, a instructional video that's in the notebook that talks to you about breakout rooms. But really, I think this is just the start of great things to come. It's been so cool, helping teachers figure out, how do I utilize breakout rooms, and seeing them hop from one, room to the other and make announcements. And it's a great enhancement to online learning and allowing kids to collaborate, and adults. I mean, we've used it for staff meetings, we've used it for, collaboration. So
we're actually using it for a lot of like our holiday kind of activities.
Yes.
So we know that it looks a little different. You can't kind of do like the same activities that you would do when everyone's face to face, but breakout rooms is a great way to do that. It's a great way to kind of like add a little bit more engagement and fun into these lessons. So we are doing that here in the office too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, we are really excited for all of this. And if you have stayed with us this long, we hope that you will subscribe to our podcast. Once again, this is Tech Up Checkup with the Girl Tech Innovators. And we are so happy to just kind of quickly share this information with you all, and continue listening on wherever you get your podcast from. Thank you.
Check you later. Bye.
Bye.